chào chị, em nghe được rồi ạ.
Chị thấy mới mic này em ơi.
À, em nghe được rồi đấy, chị có nghe thấy em nói.
Rồi anh nghe được chị.
Nhưng mà hình như là bên của chị Vân đang hơi bị rè ấy. Có khi mà nói hình như là có cái tiếng của mic bị sao ấy chị ạ.
Dạ thì em xem thử cái máy này hình như nó bị rè đó chị.
Khi mà nói em nghe rè chứ, ghê lắm chứ.
Xin chào hai bạn.
Em chào chị ạ.
Hai bạn có nghe
Dạ,
được
em
không?
chào chị ạ.
Không được chứng con lạc hay không là chuyện khác. Cô ngấm ngầm quyết tâm từ nay sẽ
Em nghe được chị Phương rồi ạ.
Ok, chị tắt đi nhá.
Dạ. Chị Vân ơi, chị vẫn đang khắc phục mic đúng không ạ? Em nghe nó vẫn bị rè lắm.
Ờ, Đây mic của em thì em không biết làm sao mà để cho nó bớt đây. Tại vì cái này là do chắc do máy của em rồi.
Ra nghe tiếng thì vẫn được chị ạ. Nhưng mà nó có thêm tạp âm ở bên ngoài.
Dạ. Thì chắc em sẽ nói rồi khi nào em nói xong thì em sẽ tắt mic luôn.
Dạ.
Mình thấy em xem màn hình chứ đúng không ạ?
Vâng, em thấy rồi chị. Chị ơi, xíu nữa mà khi mà chị giới thiệu xong thì chị đọc tên các bạn ở các nhóm thì em sẽ tạo breakout room chia các bạn vào các nhóm chị nhé.
Dạ vâng.
Chị Phương ơi, cho em hỏi lại xíu là mình chia phòng Zoom nhé, thì sẽ không cần giới hạn thời gian đúng không ạ? Khi nào mà mình xong thì em sẽ bỏ Zoom thì các bạn ra phía bên ngoài, đúng không chị?
Không. Hôm trước thì chị thấy là em cứ cho chị ở phòng đấy. Em cứ cho chị ở trong phòng, đừng set thời gian gì cả. Bao giờ các bạn ấy xong thì các bạn ấy sẽ out ra khỏi, thì em add các bạn tiếp theo vào phòng đấy.
Dạ vâng. Thế
Em chỉ mở một phòng Zoom thôi.
dạ,
Và chắc là em phải làm manual. Em không
dạ,
chia, em không chia tự động mà là em sẽ chia, em
dạ
chia
vâng,
theo đấy. Thì
dạ,
chị cứ ở trong đấy thôi. Bao giờ xong xuôi hết 11 phút thì em cho các bạn ấy ra. Nếu như mình sẽ inform cho các bạn là các bạn có thể rời phòng rồi. Sau đấy thì bạn nào mà chưa rồi thì mình có thể kích bạn ấy quay trở lại, xin lỗi, không phải rời phòng mà quay trở lại main hall. Sau đó
dạ,
bọn em có thông báo gì về các bạn thì bọn em thông báo, còn chị thì vẫn ở trong đấy.
dạ vâng ạ.
Ờ, ờ.
Dạ rồi, chúng ta bắt đầu luôn nha. Xin chào tất cả các bạn và các anh chị. Thì cảm ơn các bạn đã tham gia vào phỏng vấn nhóm tiếng Anh thuộc khuôn khổ chương trình tuyển chọn trợ lý giáo viên tiếng Anh tại Nhật Bản. Thì mình xin tự giới thiệu, mình là Vân, phụ trách điều phối tại NiX Education và Codegym Đà Nẵng. Rất vui được đồng hành với các bạn ngày hôm nay. Mình sẽ nói sơ về cái quy trình test của ngày hôm nay nha. À, Mỗi hình thức phỏng vấn sẽ là phỏng vấn nhóm từ 4 đến 6 ứng viên, thời lượng là khoảng 20 phút và ngôn ngữ sẽ là 100% tiếng Anh. Về nội dung phỏng vấn sẽ là, thứ nhất là sẽ là thảo luận nhóm trong vòng 10 phút. Các bạn sẽ nhận được một cái chủ đề chung do cô đưa ra và các bạn là cố gắng nói rõ ràng, lắng nghe ý kiến của người khác và phát biểu luân phiên. Trong quá trình này thì cô giáo sẽ đánh giá những kỹ năng và cũng như là mức độ sẵn sàng chủ động của các bạn. Thứ hai sẽ là câu hỏi cá nhân của từng bạn. Sau khi thảo luận thì mỗi ứng viên sẽ nhận được một câu hỏi ngắn và hãy trả lời một cách đơn giản và trung thực nhất nhé. Về tiêu chí chấm điểm thì sẽ có các tiêu chí sau đây. Thứ nhất là sự hiểu biết với ngành giáo dục sẽ chấm ở thang điểm là 30 điểm. Tính chủ động và tính linh hoạt là sẽ là 25 điểm. Tầm nhìn tương lai rõ ràng sẽ đánh giá 25 điểm và giao tiếp cũng như thái độ sẽ đánh giá là 20 điểm. Về thành phần tham gia thì sẽ có cô Đoàn Thị Thu Phương sẽ là người đồng hành trực tiếp test các bạn. Sau đây thì mình sẽ vào test luôn nha. Sau đây sẽ là nhóm thứ nhất để test. Thì nhóm thứ nhất mình đọc tên nha. Thứ nhất là bạn Nguyễn Trương Hồng Ngọc. Thứ hai là bạn Phan Quỳnh Anh.
Vân ơi, ờ, chị có thể đọc từ từ để giúp em. Em sẽ assign các bạn vào phòng luôn ạ.
Dạ, thứ nhất là bạn Nguyễn Trương Hồng Ngọc ạ.
Nguyễn Trương Hồng Ngọc ạ. Thứ hai
Là Phan Quỳnh Anh ạ.
Phan Quỳnh Anh ạ. Quỳnh Anh đã được rồi.
Thứ ba là Trần Nguyễn Bảo Nghi.
Các bạn đều đã để tên của mình đúng rồi đúng không ạ? Bạn Nghi để là Nghi Trần đúng không ạ?
Dạ. Thứ tư là bạn Nguyễn Triều Dương.
Dạ,
Tiếp theo là bạn Nguyễn Thị Kim Luyến.
đã rồi ạ.
Và cuối cùng là bạn Vũ Tiến Đạt. Trong thời gian mà nhóm đầu tiên test thì nhóm thứ hai và nhóm thứ ba đợi mình một tí nha.
Bạn Đạt đang Bạn Đạt em đang thấy là chưa vào Zoom ấy ạ. Thì mình có đẩy bạn ở nhóm dưới lên không ạ?
Nếu như vậy thì mình sẽ đẩy bạn xuống nhóm dưới thế nha.
Dạ, vậy thì chị đọc giúp em bạn tiếp theo ạ.
Bạn tiếp theo là bạn Trần Thảo Trang.
Vâng, bạn Trang ạ. Rồi, em đã assign các bạn vào trong nhóm thì các bạn vào nhóm phỏng vấn cùng cô Phương ạ.
Mình đủ hết người trong đây rồi đúng không em?
Dạ, 6 bạn đã vào hết rồi ạ.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today's group interview. My name is Phương, and today's interview will include a group discussion in English, followed by one short individual question for each of you. And please relax and be yourself. We are not looking for perfect answers, but for your ideas and attitude. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to show you the situation for the group discussion, and you will have 1 minute to prepare. Chị được share rồi đúng không? Okay. Can you see the screen? Plus, sorry. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
1 minute for preparation starts now. Okay, 1 minute's over. Can you start your discussion now? You would have 10 minutes. Sorry, you would have 5 minutes, right? Come on.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry,
Hello.
it's 10 minutes for the group discussion.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dương, and I think first we gonna like share our own ideas, and then we will like discuss which one would we choose. Okay?
Yes.
So who wanna go first?
Okay. So I will start the discussion. So, in my opinions, I would choose Vietnamese traditional dance, Múa Sạp,
Oh,
to introduce it to elementary and junior high school students in Japan. I have experience with Japanese students before, and they have a lot of energy. And for to introduce them as like a very traditional dance and Vietnamese traditional folk music, can help them understand our culture in a very active way, so they can learn and maybe they can like adapt the cultures better. So I would choose the Mua Sap, the traditional Vietnamese dance, to introduce them. And what about everyone else?
oh, I think it's a great idea. Uh, who wanna go next?
Well,
Uh,
I guess if I can contribute to the conversation, I would say cuisine, especially like the traditional Vietnamese dish, for example, like pho or ao bánh chưng or bánh tét. I mean, when we talk about cuisine, it's going to give us a lot of materials. We can teach them about the vocabularies, how to make them, and if possible, like if the condition is okay, I guess we can take them out and examine, experience it together with them. But I like the idea about the traditional dance. And I have an experience about the Musab things too. I would like to try that.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think food is easy for students to understand and enjoy, and I agree with you. And like in class, I would first show pictures and ask simple questions like, "Have you eaten pho before?" Then students can learn some basic English words such as noodles or soup or beef. And finally, I would let them talk about like phở in Vietnam. Yes.
Yeah, and for me, I also think that cuisines is also a good idea to share to the Japanese students about Vietnamese cultures, as well as I will add some additional information into the phở. I think not we can not only sharing the how to cook and create then we can create some activity for the student and in the simple way how to make phở and also share with them our like culture for the family connection when we eat phở in the morning together and share with the Japanese student our Vietnamese cultures. By the way, I think that the sharing from Trang for the traditional dance is also a good idea because the student is like I think they like the active like dance and make them more much the lesson more attractive. Yeah, thank you. This is my opinion.
My idea, I would introduce my students about the Vietnamese traditional costume that is áo dài, because I think áo dài is have the similar with kimono, the traditional costume for of Japan, and yeah, because they also beautiful show the beautiful of the women. And first, I will show them picture about áo dài, and because maybe they haven't know about áo dài before, so it's like they start to learn about Vietnamese culture, and I áo dài and kimono have the similar of being wearing in many special occasions in both Vietnamese and Japanese culture. And I will teach them about the occasion when we wear áo dài, especially in that holiday. Um, yes, that encourages the student to know more about the knowledge about Vietnam and broaden their horizon. Yes, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you guys' idea, and I think they are kind of great. But I think I will introduce the Tate holiday. Um, and yeah, in Tate holiday, we can also introduce the food like bánh chưng, and we also can combine the áo đai, and we can add more activity in the when we introduce the Tate holiday, like we can the first we can show some picture of Vietnamese family during Tate holiday. They sit together and make food. They make some food like bánh chưng, and we can also like share some our signature in territory like hoa đao and some red envelopes, and we can also like create some activity for students, like the way we make bánh chưng and for students to so they can be more like engaging in our activity. I think we can combine a lot of activity when we introduce Tate holiday. But uh, George's idea is so great.
I agree that we have to like make a small, like we can combine our ideas and becoming a little small Tate holidays, or to introduce them to our culture, right? Like
Yeah.
our ideas, our like one ideas can combine into ones by like hosting a mini test holiday at schoolyard or in traditional things like that, and we can show them dance, traditional clothes, and everything.
Yeah,
Like
and
little by little, yeah, little by
yeah,
little. You know.
yeah, and we can also like give the students some lucky money.
Oh yes, I think
Yeah,
as
yeah,
Japanese student, alright, like they also have that one like traditional culture when they give like lucky money. Like we can show them that not only in Japan, like Vietnamese children also receive lucky money. I remember Japanese people receive like Dama, Kane? Dama, I don't remember the name, but yes, they don't really receive it. So we can show them our traditional like Tết Tết holidays, and we can show them, and we can like show them how different and how similar our Tết and theirs osogatsu can be, so they can like have more eager to learn about different cultures, like our culture and their culture have very difference and things, and like they can like have eager more to discover new culture, new way to learn new English. And that's my opinions. Thank you.
Well, I also like your all opinion, and I think it's true to combine uh, the idea of you guys into one, and I think we can create like a campaign or a fair to introduce all the features of our country. Like one stall, we will introduce about the cuisine, Vietnamese cuisine, and bánh chưng, and other stall we can hang out the traditional costume like this, and it will help the children like deepen their knowledge about the Vietnamese culture and also country. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank
yeah.
you for your very active group discussion. And now I would ask one of you one short question. So let's start first with let me see your name. Let's start first with Hồng Nghi, right? Hồng Ngọc, is it right?
Yes, it's all.
Okay. So your question is, what motivated you to become a teacher?
Well, I guess it's had to start back when I was like on a seventh grader when I first back then I was a really bad student, and frankly I'm not very good at most of the subjects that I studied back then. But then my English teacher, she was a very I gotta say she was a very inspirational one. And she is the one who helps me believe that I do have a talent in something. She's also the one who convinced me to continue my study. Back then, there was a time when I was thinking maybe I should just skip school and get out of it.
Okay.
But then she actually gets me back on the road and then keep me studying up into here. So I guess that's why I want to be a teacher.
Okay, I see. Thank you. So your turn, Quỳnh Anh. Your question is, what kind of teacher do you want to be in Japan?
Actually, I want to be a teacher that can engage student in my lesson, and I also want to convey all my knowledge to my student so that they can be more um, uh, like they can be more self they can be more confident in learning English. So I want to be motivated teacher. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Quỳnh Anh, Bảo Nghi, please.
Yes.
Question is, what do you hope to learn from Japanese students?
Well, Japanese students, I think the Japanese have a lot of like potential or a good characteristic to learn about. Like they sorry. I'm quite nervous right now. I'm shaking right now.
Okay.
So I want to learn about their discipline and the way they behave with other people, like they are very polite in the way they speak to each other. They use formal words to call each other, like san, sama, kun, like that. So, and also, I want to learn about their discipline in working or in their studies.
Okay, thank you. So, Chiu Dương, please. Your question is, why do you want to teach in Japan but not in Vietnam?
Actually, I would like both, but I think the opportunity to teach in Japan is like a chance for me to go abroad and learn the new culture. I can learn like the teaching method in Japan because I know it's so modern and like it's I think I can learn from them and then maybe I have a chance to go there or when I go back in Vietnam I can apply all I learn in Japan to teach the Vietnamese students. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, Kim Luyến.
Yes.
Okay, your question is, what do you do when students don't understand you?
Okay, thank you for the question. For me, I think the student they have their own short like the short attention span in the young age. So when the student don't listen to my lesson, I will um uh, at first don't claim on the student, and I will review the lesson like create more active lesson like in game or make some song or create some reactive activity for students to draw their attention and then ask them and then use the word to encourage like you encourage the student for every small improvement make them get more motivation in learning.
Okay, thank you. And the last one, Thảo Trang, right?
Yes.
Okay, your question is, how do you show care and support to your students?
Oh, yes. Thank you for your question. It's a very interesting one. For children's, like about kid and teenage things, they also like they're in like the adolescence, so there's very hard to show them cares or effectiveness. So in my ways, I would create a positive environment for them so they can, when they're in my class, they will know that no one will be left behind. That kind of environments I will give them. And so after that, not like I'm teaching language, just a way to show them how to ABC or how to like reading or like speaking. I want them to use language to communicate, to make friends, to like understand how the world outside Japan border. So I will show them like to be more like teaching them. I will teach them not only languages but the cultures and like show them like little by little. I want to show them little by little so they can easily understand. Well, when I was a student, being easy to understand what teachers say is one kind of affection I know to my like to of my learnings. And
Thank you.
yeah, that's how I thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you all of you very much for your time and your active participation today. So we will carefully review your discussion and answer and contact you about the next step soon. Yep, so that is the end of the interview.
Phỏng vấn của các bạn đến đây là kết thúc rồi. Cảm ơn các bạn đã tham gia buổi phỏng vấn ngày hôm nay. Thì kết quả các bạn sẽ được gửi qua email trong thời gian sớm nhất nhé. Các bạn có thể nghỉ được rồi.
Cảm ơn.
Rồi,
Cảm
rồi,
ơn cô.
cảm ơn các bạn.
Cảm
ơn mọi người, chào mọi người ạ.
Chị ạ.
Chào mọi người.
Goodbye.
Chứ để em xíu em ra ngoài em sẽ assign các bạn tiếp ạ.
Chị cứ ở đây thôi.
Tại nhóm phỏng vấn thứ nhất vừa phỏng vấn kết thúc rồi ạ. Chị Vân đọc giúp em danh sách các bạn tiếp theo để em assign các bạn vào phòng ạ. Mình có 5 bạn tiếp theo đúng không ạ? Bạn Vũ Tiến Đạt đã vào phòng mình chưa ạ?
Dạ chưa được vào phòng.
Đạt vào đây rồi đúng không? Rồi, bây giờ
Dạ vâng, em vào đây ạ.
mình sẽ assign bạn vào Zoom nhé. Chị Vân ơi, chị có đang nói không ạ? Em chưa nghe thấy mic của chị.
Chị tắt mic. Thứ nhất là bạn Vũ Tiến Đạt, thứ hai là bạn Lê Gia Hân.
Vũ Tiến Đạt, Lê Gia Hân rồi ạ.
Trần Thị Thu Thủy.
Bạn Thu Thủy ạ. Rồi ạ.
Lê Hoàng Phát.
Bạn Hoàng Phát ạ. Rồi ạ.
Cuối cùng là bạn Trương Tuấn Minh.
Dạ vâng, nhóm thứ hai có 5 bạn. Các bạn trong nhóm mình 5 bạn đã vào đủ rồi ạ. Vâng, em
Good,
mời chị.
good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today's group interview. So my name is Phương, and today's interview will include a group discussion in English, followed by one short individual question for each of you. And please relax and be yourself, because we are not looking for perfect answers, but for your ideas and attitude. So now the interview starts, and I'm going to share the screen with the question, with the situation for the group discussion, and you will have a 1 minute for preparation. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I've seen the series.
Okay, so 1 minute for preparation starts now. If 1 minute is over, could you please start your group discussion? You will have 10 minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Mhm.
What do you think about the differences between Japanese and Vietnamese schools? Well, I would go first. From my point of view, I think that is the biggest difference is about the location of the schools. In I've been to Japan before, and the schools there is usually based pretty far from where the houses where we rented. So we have to travel really far. And the result is we have to go really soon. We have to wake up early and go to school early. The second thing I think is the time. The time is a little bit different from the Japanese school and the Vietnamese school. In Japanese school, the school time usually ends around at 4 p.m. and students usually go home after that. But in Vietnam, the school usually end around 5 to 6 p.m. However, in Vietnam, teachers will bring all their works home and then they work until night, like I usually do right now. But in Japan, I know that a lot of teachers is to stay right in the office or in the school and work until night before going home. And I think that is one of the biggest differences between Japanese and Vietnamese schools. The second question is, as a foreign assistant teacher, well, to adapt that differences, we have to change the way we change all the activities in one day. We have to adapt the time to and adapt the way we travel around the cities in order to well fit the differences to understand and to adapt the situations in Japan as a foreign assistant teacher. How about the others? What do you think?
Mm, I think that I really agree with Mr. Peck point of view. You already mentioned the location, the time, and to me, I say that Japanese students really prioritize self-study compared to Vietnamese curriculum. As I say that after school in Vietnam, we usually go to the extra classes. We have to join in extra classes to prepare for the stressful exams. But for, I think in Japan, I see that most of the students, they already have the awareness of self-study. And I think as an ALT, I want to create a supportive classroom. I want to provide Japanese students with more effective classroom activities, and during their self-study time, I want to help them to understand English lessons more effectively. Yeah. How about
Thank you, Mr.
Miss Thủy?
Yes, in my opinion, like regarding the role of the teacher in both Japanese and Vietnamese school, like I think the role of teacher is a little bit different. In Japan, like teachers focus strongly on guidance and structure, but why Vietnamese schools focus more on delivering knowledge like that, and also about the culture and teamwork in Japanese lesson and Vietnamese lessons. I do believe that Japanese schools emphasize teamwork and group activities more strongly than in Vietnamese. So, as a foreign assistant teacher, I think I should adapt by encouraging cooperation and having students work together in um, more than focusing only on individual performance. I think so.
In my opinions, I have the same thing with Thủy, and I think there's a difference between the teaching style between the Japanese teacher and Vietnamese teacher. And I can see that the Japanese teacher often emphasis on the classroom display or daily routine, and they often force their students to work together or work in group. And they also respect the learning environment. But with Vietnamese teacher, they often focus on explaining the lesson and checking the individual understanding. And if I become a assistant language teacher, at the first time I will observe the Japanese teacher and train my teaching style how to suitable with the environment. And I will help with the pronunciation activities and my goal is not to change the teaching style, but to adapt it smoothly and support both teacher and student. Thank you. Um,
Việt Đạt, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Great.
And with me, my major is Japanese, so I have a lot of friends who is living in Japan right now. But one time, I remember one time my friend said that uh, I see student in a little kid in Japan wearing the uniform, like really thin uniform, and go to school as like the weather is like 5 degree. It's like that. So I think the biggest difference is discipline and the the biggest difference is district life and the student responsibility. And of a foreigner assistant teacher should be a respect the school rule and observe carefully and work closely with Japanese teacher to uh, adapt the school rule, I think.
Okay.
And we have to be being open-minded and willing to learn the key to adapting that successfully.
Okay. Any other ideas, the whole group?
I think that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you. So that is the end of the group discussion. Now moving on to the next part when
I
I
want
will
to add one more point.
one more.
1 month ago, I got a chance to visit Japan. Got lost in the railway station for 2 hours, and I need to ask for the local help. I need to ask the local for help, but they they couldn't speak English. They just only spoke a few words, so they couldn't provide me any with any help. So I think that one more biggest difference between Vietnamese school and Japanese school is that the practical English. Yeah, so I think as an ALT, I want to incorporate the more like engaging and communicative lessons for Japanese students to help them communicate and convey their ideas to foreigners. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let's moving on, and I'm going to ask each of you one question. So let's start with sorry, let me see your name, Zahan, right?
yes.
Okay, so your question is, what motivated you to become a teacher?
Um,
Yes.
yes. I'm the biggest motivate to force me to become a teacher. That were my old teachers. When I was about in the primary school, I very bad at English, but there were a teacher that helped me a lot, and see, I love the learning English because she created such a positive learning environment, and this inspired me to become a teacher today, when I can become a person that can guide and have other students to become more confident in learning English. And that is the biggest motivation for me.
Okay. Thank you. So, Thu Thủy, please.
Yes.
What kind of teacher do you want to be in Japan?
Well, Actually, because I'm not too good at English, so right now I'm not ready to teach English directly as a main teacher. So I want to work as a English teaching assistant only. Like that. Yeah. And I think that is also a good opportunity to both to improve my own English skills and also have me to support other kids to Japanese kids to like speak English naturally like that.
Okay. I think that you should be more confident in yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Thank you. Okay. So Hoàng Phát, your question is, have you ever faced a challenge in teaching?
Yeah. Well, actually, I've been teaching English for over 3 years, and in these 3 years, I've met a lot of challenges. Well, firstly, that is the pronunciation. A lot of I teaching English for Vietnamese and some Chinese people. Well, basically, in Asian students, they have a very well, their pronunciation, they got affected by a lot of accents. But I think the accent is pretty good, but their pronunciation is not. A lot of sounds in English that is not they are not in Vietnamese languages. In Vietnamese language, for example, the th sounds and the sounds. The second thing, the second thing I think is the big challenge when I teach English is the way students they cannot use the language after school. After school, they just get home using Vietnamese. In the morning, they go to school and learn a lot in Vietnamese. So it's pretty hard for students to use English in daily life. That is some challenges, I think, about teaching English.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Phát. Tuấn Minh, please. Your question is, why do you want to teach in Japan but not in Vietnam?
I think that one of the biggest reason I want to teach in Japan is that I want to go global. Yeah, I want to explore and learn from Japanese teaching environments. Yeah.
What exactly? What exactly that you hope that you can learn?
I think I want to immerse myself in an environment where students work and collaborate together, and they can focus on the high level of discipline that I've never trained myself before.
Okay. Thank you, Tuấn Minh. The last one, that right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you want the Japanese students to remember about you after 1 year?
After 1 year, I never ever think about that before, but if I want to like impress my student mostly, I I want to be a but
Sorry.
sorry, but I can take that word out right now. Like, it's in my mind right now.
Okay. So it means that you have no idea right now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
right now I have no idea about that.
Okay, thank you. So that is the end of the interview. Thank you very much for your participation today.
Thank you, Miss
Yeah,
Wu.
thank you so much.
Cảm ơn các bạn.
You,
Thì
Miss Phương.
buổi phỏng vấn hôm nay của các bạn kết thúc rồi. Thì các bạn có thể nghỉ được rồi nhé. Thì kết quả phỏng vấn thì các bạn sẽ được thông báo qua email sớm nhất. Cảm ơn các bạn.
Dạ,
Vâng,
thank you.
em cảm ơn các chị.
Chị Phương ơi, chắc là mình có thể ra ngoài phòng chính luôn chị ạ. Nhóm cuối cùng ạ.
Chị ơi, dạ, dạ là leave meeting hay leave breakout room?
Em có thể nghỉ được rồi, em có thể nghỉ được luôn.
Dạ,
Rồi,
em
chào
chào
em.
chị.
Dạ, em
À,
xin lỗi các bạn.
các bạn lại out mất thì thôi.
Thì các bạn mà vừa test nhóm thứ hai thì có thể out luôn cái sim này nha. Trong cái quá trình công bố kết quả thì bên mình sẽ gửi qua email các bạn nhớ check nha. Bên mình sẽ gửi trong cái thời gian sớm nhất. Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đến nhóm thứ ba thì mình làm luôn ở đây luôn chị Phương nhỉ. Thì nhóm thứ ba sẽ có các bạn như sau. Thứ nhất là bạn Trần Thị Ngọc Hà. Thứ hai là bạn Nguyễn Ngọc Uyên Chi. Thứ ba là bạn Lại Ngọc Tú Uyên. Bạn Đỗ Thanh Phương Thảo. Phan Thanh Hồng Phúc. Và cuối cùng là Đặng Thị Thu Hàn.
Okay.
Bạn đã đủ rồi đấy ạ.
Mời chị Phương ạ.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Vân, right? Good afternoon, everyone. So, today we are going to have a group interview, and the interview will start with a group discussion in English, followed by one short individual question for each of you. And please relax and be yourself, because we are not looking for perfect answers, but for your ideas and attitude. So now I'm going to give you one topic, and you will have 1 minute for preparation. And after that, about 10 minutes to discuss it together. So now I'm going to share the screen and tell me if you can see the screen or not. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see the
Okay.
screen.
Thank you. So 1 minute for preparation starts now. One minute is over. Can you start your group discussion now? Can you start now, please?
All right. Hi, everyone. May I ask Ms. Boone, do we have a specific order in which we can answer, or
No,
do we?
you would have a group discussion together. There is no leader, but please make sure that everyone has their voice.
All right. I think, can I raise my idea first?
Go ahead.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Hope, and you can call me Vivian. That's my English name. All right. To make it easier for you to for us to communicate in Vietnamese later, just in case, I was born in 1997, so I'm 29 now, and I'm from Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, so we have here a case with students who are shy and afraid of making mistakes. I have been in Japan as a tourist before. As I can see, Japanese children are usually not very shy, not in the way that Vietnamese student would be, but because if we say it is in their nature to be afraid of making mistake, and that's why they are shy, I would suggest that first of all we need to help them normalize the mistakes. help them understand that, okay, this is the new language. You was not born with it. So yes, mistakes is normal. And then I would encourage low stakes participation. What it means is that instead of asking them to speak in front of a group or speak in front of the class, it would be more advisable for them to speak one-on-one in a pair, or maybe with some of their best friends. All right, so that's my two ideas. All right, we have here Miss Inga and Miss Tu Uyên, right? What do you think?
Okay, in my opinions, I as an assistant teacher to help students are as confident to speak in front of class. I think we should create uh, a safe and supportive environment, such as uh, we will create some game for them to play, such as role plays, so as role play or a mini interview to help them uh, enhance their speaking skill, and they can learn from your partner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good idea to create the games or the role plays or something for the kids. But actually, I see that a lot of students they really shy to speak in front of people. And actually, when they want to say, the first we should create the nice or friendly environment for them, and they should believe in us, believe in the teachers, because if they think that they don't want to say in front of you, or because you are stranger, so you should understand how they think first. Sometimes we should guess, and after that we should, like you say, we should create the game or role plays, or I have or chantings, or we should tell the friends next to them have we create the partner or work in pair, because work in pair is the like don't need to say really loud in front of other people. So when I were a child, sometimes I don't have the mistake. I know how to say that, but just don't want to say. Just want to keep silent and hear. So sometimes they don't want to say, but actually they know how to say that. Yeah, so we should create the friendly environment, and it depends on the age of the student. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree with Ngọc Anh opinion. So I think that we need to create the set environment for our students, that like they feel that we are like we are the friend or something like that. That's so they can share their opinion, and another and in addition, I think that we can like encourage and praise them their efforts when they speak something. So like we we don't we will don't focus on the correct answer. We care about their attitudes, and in through the lessons, I think that we can uh like uh create more games for them to English games for them to
until in the learning process. So I think that it is can help them to be more like uh, is more happy, and they can make yeah, and so I think that they can more confident and speak with their friends first, and uh speak with their friends by English, and help them to confident.
I think so too. When you praise them, you don't need to always give them candies and good points, right?
Yeah.
You can praise them by like high five. Yeah, you did
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I would like to listen from your view, Nguyễn Ngọc Uyên Chi. Nguyễn Ngọc Chi. No Nguyễn Ngọc Uyên Chi here. Okay, so what about you, Phương Thảo?
Yeah, I can see all of your point of view. I think creating a safe environment and encourage the students to be English is very good point. And yes, we can create activities for individual, for group, for pair, for them to like start speaking English. And additional, I think that we can do some warm up before the class, like for young learner as like uh primary or elementary. We can always ask them like, how are you, what's your name, how are you, at the beginning of the class. So every day they will have to like say the same thing to help them to like build their grammar and like be more confident in speaking English with the teacher, with the TA. And I also think giving feedback for the student, especially like high school student, will be an encourage for them as well. You will point out the good point that they have, and also help them to correct the grammar, the vocabulary that they need to improve. Sorry, they need to improve. So that's my point. Thank you.
So what about you, Thu Hà? Oh, already, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any one of you haven't shared any idea yet? Not yet, right? No, right. Okay, thank you. So that is the end of the group discussion, and now we are going to move to the second part when I'm going to ask each of you one question. So let's start first with Trần Thị Ngọc Hà, right? Trần Thị Ngọc Hà, right?
Do you hear me?
Okay, Hà, you haven't raised your voice ever seen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so come back to the group discussion topic. I would like to listen to your ideas.
Okay, so on it, the member here is talk about creating a like the environment, friendly environment to have students share the idea. But I think before to create the environment, we need to have students give them like make motivation and before, so after that we can encourage students to emphasize that making mistake is normal when learning a foreign language, and we can avoid to correct mistake directly in front of the class, and instead of correct them gently or after the activity. That's so it's make them don't feel shy. And before the activity, the teacher can model or give the student vocabulary spot, and like the simple give them the simple sentence or the words or the phrase to have the student feel easily begin speaking, because that's, I think in that area is the English language is focused on communicative language, like focus on speaking and listening rather than grammar instruction.
Okay, thank you, Hà. Thank you, Hà. So I'm going to ask each of you one question now. So Ngọc Hà. So I'm going to let you to wait for a little bit. So Ngọc Anh, please. So What motivated you to become a teacher?
There's a lot of motivated to me to become a teacher. I think first of all, I have been working in many different jobs before, and then I find my way. I love to talk with people, especially with students. I want to express my knowledge, my idea. Sometimes it's not only teaching them the knowledge, but also I teach them something outside the books, some life skills or something that them when they make them feel better and have the right answer, right idea when they mature. So there are lots of motivation for me to do that. Of course, from the things that I want to have. I want to spread the knowledge, teach them something. And I think when the teacher happy, the student will be happy. So I always have keep the energy just for them when I teach them, and I push my private life behind and teach them from my heart, and always love them really fair. Yeah.
Thank you, Ngọc Anh. Okay. So Thu Hà, please. Đặng Thị Thu Hà, please.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what kind of teacher do you want to be in Japan?
What kind of teacher? Like, wow, is um, I think that mm, I think that I will mm, the teacher who can share, and I think that I am the teacher that can share and not only academic knowledge but also that the life skills, life values for my student, just friendly, yeah, friendly and supported teacher for the students.
Okay, thank you, Thu Hà.
Yeah.
Hồng Phúc, please. Hồng Phúc.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. So, what do you hope to learn from Japanese students?
Oh, all right. That's a very insightful question. Okay. So, as I said before, I was in Japan for a short trip. It was only 5 days, 5 or 6 days. During that time, I have learned that Japanese students, especially primary level, were educated differently than Vietnamese. So what I would like to learn from them is the mindset, the way that they carry their life, how they interact with each other, what kind of culture did they grow up in. Yeah. So there's another. I would say it was of this philosophy of living. It called I forgot the name. It was something like omoyari. It was something like consideration for others. So I would like to know like how they grew up in that kind of environment and what they learned from their parents and teachers, etc.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Hồng Phúc. Phương Thảo, please.
Here I am.
Yeah, okay. So why do you want to teach in Japan but not in Vietnam?
I have experience working abroad before, so I think growing in international environment, especially in foreign country, will help me to improve myself, to develop myself in my career pathway. Yeah, so
Right.
that's the reason why I would like to looking for job abroad rather than just be in my comfort zone in Vietnam.
Okay, so you want to move out of your comfort zone in Vietnam and
Yes.
experience more. Okay, thank you, Phương Thảo. Back to you, Ngọc Hà. Ngọc Hà, please. Okay, your question is, How do you show care and support to your students?
The care, I think is have many ways to care and support the student. For example, when they struggle with the word or the phrasal, we can like try to give them the direction or the instruction. And for example, someone feels shy, like the group work we already discussed. We need to give them the student motivation and make them feel safe when they share the idea. And for example, about the homework, for example, we can ask them like clearly or not, and we can give them some like the question to make sure they understand the aim at the school or at at home or not, like something like this.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the end of the interview. And thank you again for your participation today. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Mình ở đây xem.
Xong.
Thúy ơi, em có thông báo, hay Vân em có thông báo gì cho các bạn ấy không?
Các bạn đã hoàn thành xong cái bài giải tác của mình, chúng ta đã hoàn thành xong thì các bạn có thể out những cái kết quả về cái buổi test hôm nay thì bên mình sẽ gửi cho các bạn qua email một cách là sớm nhất, cho nên các bạn check email giúp mình nha. Cảm ơn các bạn đã tham gia cũng như là cảm ơn cô Phương đã hỗ trợ các bạn.
Vân ơi, hôm nay không có Nguyễn Ngọc Uyên Chi đúng không? Trong phòng này mình không có bạn Nguyễn Ngọc Uyên Chi đúng không?
Đúng không Vân? Lúc đầu giờ hình như mình điểm danh là có đúng không? Nhưng mà lúc nãy thì lại không thấy bạn.
Bây giờ là không có đúng không? Các bạn ơi, chúng mình phỏng vấn xong rồi, chúng mình có thể out khỏi phòng rồi ạ. Những bạn mình vừa tham gia phỏng vấn ấy ạ.
Vâng ạ,
Cảm ơn
cảm
mọi
ơn
người
cô
em chào.
Phương ạ.
Vâng, cảm ơn các bạn một
Cảm
lần
ơn
nữa.
các chị ạ.
Bye bye.
Dạ.
Bạn Uyên Chi là vắng luôn ấy ạ.
Ok.
Dạ. Dạ vâng, em cảm ơn chị ạ. Chào mọi người.
Bye
bye. Phần record này thì em sẽ up lên YouTube và gửi lại mọi người sau ạ.
Đi out được rồi đúng không mình?
Dạ vâng ạ. Vâng, em chào mọi người.
Thì Hồng lấy cái nick bay bay